Survival Guide.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Detroit Pistons. Looking at the Pistons, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. And guys, LeBron James, arguably still the most dominant player in the game. But I ask you, Shaq, how long will it continue that he is the face of the league?
Well, you know, he's still the biggest name as far as endorsements go, and he does the most PR and is well known overseas, and he is the second most dominant to ever play the game.
Who would be first?
I don't want to say the name. You
Why?
can say it.
Well, the most dominant player, without question, that I've ever seen has got to be Will Chamberlain.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Now that you.
All right, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you in the locker room.
All right, it's all right.
After this game.
But LeBron James is up there. He's not maybe the most dominant that we've seen, but we have guys that obviously have been. But he will remain the face of this league. He is an exemplary person to run and have the face of the league.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Well, actually, I could have. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Thought you was gonna say Sean Bradley.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off a good outing against the Clippers. And that was a serious blowout. Not too many people can claim that they saw that coming.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
That's what happens when you push the action. Offensively, when you attack, there's a good chance you'll draw the foul.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Reggie Jackson. Andre Drummond is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Tobias Harris, and it's Hale in at the 2. Here's Irving. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. On the wing, James. For 3, Love. Good, and the assist goes to James. Love's got the first basket of the game for Cleveland.
Can't let him get in the rhythm from out there. He's too good of a shooter.
Hale, Richardson cover. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Harris misses.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Jackson against Irving. And here's Love from the arc. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Hale. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Wow, did you see that? The terrific ball movement by Jackson is terrific. I mean, really moving the rock around the floor, especially to his wide-open teammates.
Now here's James. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Toronto.
And where I thought he was out of his mind was the playmaking. Time and time again, he set his teammates up for the easy bucket.
And great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, Kevin. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And how relentless is this guy? If you're the defense, he's the first one you're looking to block out there.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Lionel Hollins a couple of minutes ago. He said their success tonight will hinge on how well they fare against this tough defense. He told me those guys do a great job of anticipating the plays and then disrupting them. We have to improvise and get quality shots in the face of that. Well, they are down 2-0 in the season series, and we'll see if they can get a win tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific, Dave. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the opposing defense, guys.
And so they should, because that's what it's going to take. This is such a tough D to break down. They're going to have to play a smart game offensively.
You're exactly right. This is a defense that can really rattle you, frustrate you. You have to just try to be efficient in your approach. Maintain your course.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Irving against Jackson. There's the dish to Love. The pass to Richardson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. Another miss by Love. Pistons trail by 3. Harris outside. Outside Gibson. Ball's knocked loose. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Back to Drummond. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Drummond is a rebounding beast who eats glass for a living. Can't keep this guy off the board.
The Pistons have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. That one misses. The Cavaliers leading by 3. LeBron outside, out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Love.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
Now here's Jackson. He had 16 points in the win against the Clippers.
Okay, and 4 steals on the night. He relished being a major disruption on the defensive end. As soon as he made his drive to the bucket, the defense jumped right in and prevented him from finishing out.
LeBron passes to Thompson. Harris against LeBron. And Thompson kicks to Richardson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Richardson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pistons trail by 6. Pass to Gibson. 13 feet away. Nice touch on the bank shot.
And that's Jackson's job out there, distributing the rock to his open teammates.
For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Irving with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
If he can find himself out there, his team will be in fantastic shape to get this win.
Nice open look, but it's no good.
You can bet if he's left open from there again, he's probably going to knock that one down.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. The Cavaliers, number 1.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Now here is Harris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Cavaliers. They are the favorite right now to lock up the number 1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, the Detroit Pistons. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And I think for the Cavaliers, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
That's why you have to give a ton of credit to the players in terms of how they've played all season. And they aren't done yet.
And here is Harris, following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. And the basket by Harris.
Whether it's inside or outside, Harris remains steady and ready to shoot the ball. He definitely has the trust of his teammates and coaches.
To the left side wing. Back to Irving. LeBron outside, and Love has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And that's 12 points for Kevin Love.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Jackson. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Gibson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, trying to find their rhythm. It's a chess match, a constant back and forth of in-game adjustments. Johnson,
he's checked in for the Pistons. Now here's James, looking for his first basket still in this one.
All right, shooters have to be careful when Drummond is roaming nearby. He is a defensive menace who takes his shot blocking very seriously.
Jackson misses. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Now here's James. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Harris with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Jackson has the open look. Again, the miss by Jackson.
Cold start to this game for him. A lot of his shots.
And James throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pistons trail by 8. To the paint. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for James. Averaging about 24 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Josh Richardson. Pondexter kicks to Jackson. High post shot. No good off the back of the rim.
Maybe he should look to pass the ball right now and get his teammates involved, because right now, his shot's not falling. He's ice cold.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Pondexter, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. LeVert, he's checked in for Cleveland. Collison comes in for Irving. Pondexter dishes to Drummond. And here's Jackson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Green, the screen. Drummond with a screen on Shumpert. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Pondexter. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And so here's Cleveland. They're leading by 8. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
I mean, you're right. A lot of wide open spaces. They were running around undefended all night.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
Well, they really came in focus on executing what they wanted to. They imposed their will on the opposing team. They have been virtually perfect so far.
Drummond with a screen on Collison. Jackson passes to Drummond. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Drummond's got 5 points so far. The Cavaliers leading by 8. And Shumpert kicks to Laverne. Love outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Drummond. And Jackson gets it to go.
And Jackson is very good at catching the D off guard, especially inside where he needs to be faster getting that shot off.
Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Collison, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. 5 to shoot. Love, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now Pondexter. Back to Jackson. Down low. Here's Green. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Love.
Undersized power forward, but his ups are tremendous. That's why he can be successful.
Morris is checked in for Kevin Love. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Collison looking for his first basket still in this one.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Joe Ingles is checked in for Quincy Pondexter. Jackson against Collison, 13 feet away. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Outside Shumpert. Kicks it to Laverne. Shumpert dishes to Laverne. Back to Shumpert. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Collison. So the wing on the left to the paint. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And a quick check of the stats for Drummond. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. Second in rebounding. And he's an eraser inside, a definite factor defensively, right in that top 5 in blocks per game.
Now here's Johnson. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. Fires from deep. No good that time. And Cleveland the other way now. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
How about the athleticism on display defensively in that win?
Yeah, they swatted away a ton of shots. Relentless mindset. Protected the rim well all night.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Morris kicks to Collison. Morris with a screen on Jackson. Back to Morris. Feeds it to Laverne. Collison, the pass to Morris. We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And stolen by Drummond. Laverne with the steal. And it's sent back by Drummond. Outside Jackson. Tries a 3. The Cavaliers pull it in.
He just looks off in this one. Can't seem to throw it in the ocean.
and taken away by Johnson. With 4 seconds on the clock, and that one comes up a bit short. That will count. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Yeah, and starting off with a nice rhythm. Then the snowball. They're looking kind of invincible right now.
On the floor for Detroit, Reggie Jackson out there with Johnson. Then it's Green, then there's Harris. And it's Ingles in its small forward. Now, here is Irving. James outside. He kicks to Murray. It's stolen by Johnson. To the inside. And there's Green on the assist by Johnson. Green's got 5 points so far.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Out to the right wing. Murray dishes to Splitter. Here's Irving. That shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Pistons leading. Johnson outside. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Back to Jackson. Johnson in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't hit from the corner.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
James left side. 7-foot shot. Good.
So versatile. Always pushing the action offensively.
Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Green, the screen. Green with the screen on LeBron. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Pistons.
And really, the long ball hadn't been a big factor for him. Not a lot of attempts. Not a lot of makes either. Nothing wrong, though, with probing inside on days when the shots aren't falling.
Cavaliers leading. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Inside, here's Splitter, and there it is for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Pistons trail by 4. Outside Gibson. And it's Pondexter, top of the key. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Cavaliers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. James in the post. Fires the 3. Murray, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, drains it from beyond the arc. Harris has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, one of the things Harris does so well out there is shoot the 3-ball, which in turn opens up the floor for the rest of his teammates.
Thompson, a screen on Harris. The drive by James, rebounded by the Pistons.
He's usually very dependable from that range, but the D got themselves in that play and got him off kilter.
And the basket by Harris.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now here's LeBron. Off the screen. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Since the All-Star break, this group has been on fire. Here are the field goal percentage leaders for the season's second half. Tristan Thompson, number 1.
His touch around the bucket has been outstanding. I mean, he has missed very few of the good looks he's got.
And Detroit has possession. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pondexter kicks to Ingles. The Pistons working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Gibson. Misses off the right iron. Cavaliers trailing. James with it. On the wing, Irving. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Pondexter, the pass to Hale. Harris against Thompson. 11 feet away. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the middle. It's tipped. He dishes it to Splitter. Expanding his range. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Ingles. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pondexter kicks to Harris from the arc. Harris missing again. The Cavaliers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. To stop the drought, and James with the basket on the assist by Irving. 6 points for LeBron.
Fantastic rhythm on that mid-range jump shot. You can't give him space from there.
And here is Pondexter. Offline with his 3. James in the post. That's good, and that evens things out. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Talk about leading your target perfectly. Nice assist.
Gibson the screen. The feed now to Pondexter. Nailed from 3-point land.
Timeout.
Pondexter's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Horrendous defense right there. Does the defense know who they're leaving wide open? You can't do that with him.
A different look now for Cleveland. Love comes in for Splitter. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Murray. Thompson outside to the left wing. To the inside. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And the precision lead pass by a highly skilled playmaker.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Outside Gibson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court from 12 feet out. The rebound by Gibson. A tight game here in Cleveland. Hale covered by Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Andre Drummond's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Drummond. He had 19 points in the win against the Clippers.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
The dish now to Gibson. Clock at 4. That one wide left. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Irving passes to Thompson. Outside Irving. To the paint. Knocked loose and stolen by Drummond. Down low. Here's Pondexter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging 21 points per game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Out to the right wing. Love kicks to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Trailing by 2. Drummond dishes to Ingles. Fires, high post. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Love. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Gibson. Here's Hale. And the rejection by James. Here's Thompson. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The pass to Drummond. In the corner, it's Pondexter. Drummond, a screen. With the teardrop. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut back down to 2 at those points from Pondexter. In the corner, it's James. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And we've seen him do that before. Batter a defense by just exploding to the basket.
Pass to Ingles. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Love. The Pistons have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line. Missing a couple.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting. Just about 73%.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Laverne, he's checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for James. And it's Collison in for Irving. Now here's Collison. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Inside. Rebound Andre Drummond. Pistons trail by 3. Now here's Jackson. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Great look, but off the mark.
As he continues to rack up the misses from 3-point range, he still appears undeterred. He's going to keep firing from out there.
And the rejection by Love. Now Collison. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Tries from 16, and that one goes long.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
They made that possession super uncomfortable, and as a result, they got the stop they needed.
And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. For Detroit, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. A different look now for Cleveland. Marcus Morris is checked in for Love. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Richardson. Cleveland leading by 3. And Shumpert kicks to Collison. Outside Shumpert. In the corner, Collison with it. 6 to shoot. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it's in there. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Jackson passes to Drummond. It's stolen by Morris. Jackson against Collison. Outside Shumpert. They set the pick. Morris, left side. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Shumpert. from deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. The Cavaliers, number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
1:12 left to play in the first half. Johnson in the corner. No good from outside. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Hollis Jefferson passes to Laverne. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Morris dishes to Collison. Cleveland moving the ball around. Laverne. And Laverne throws it down.
Terrific ball movement. No surprise it leads to a good shot.
There's 42 seconds left now here in the second. Johnson with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Jackson. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Jackson's got 6.
And you can see that Jackson has put a lot of work in on his mid-range J. Definitely a legitimate threat from there.
17 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Out left to the wing. Back to Shumpert. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Laverne. The kick out to Collison. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Jackson. No good that time.
And the extraordinary toughness of Collison on the defensive end. He really uses a ton of energy in making his man feel very uncomfortable on the shot release.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cavaliers lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Steve Kerr. Coach, what did the team do in that first half defensively?
Just competed. You know, we have a very good defensive team, and our guys are getting after it. I think we've been a lot better defensively than we have offensively, and some of that defense has led to some transition and some open shots.
Something your guys always fall back on. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. One half completed. Let's break it down. There was no slowing down Kevin Love early on. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half. Good shot selection and nice flow of offense.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
And that'll do it as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
We're celebrating. We're the best.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Oh, yeah, he's crafty, very difficult to defend one-on-one. We may see more double teams roll his way the second half.
Pistons trail by 5. They've got LeBron James. Irving is out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Laverne in at the power forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Gibson with the screen on Irving. 6 to shoot. Here's Jackson. No good off the front iron. The Cavaliers leading by 5. LeBron kicks to Thompson. And a wide open look for Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Jackson. Gibson the screen. Passes it to Hale. Outside Gibson. Harris kicks to Drummond. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Oh, well, that's a solid play and basket right there, and the lead continues to grow.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. It's a 10-point game.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Isn't that when you use your other skills like your mindset? That's just a high basketball IQ play right there. He knew he was no match inside. So what did he do? He pulled his defender out farther from the hoop.
Deflects the pass. Gibson with the steal. Another shot. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got 7.
Now, the energy Drummond has on the glass, it's really ridiculous. He's a spark plug, a real spark plug.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. It's Richardson on the wing. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
Well, they just look sharper out there compared to their opponents, and it's because of how they are spreading the floor on offense.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Thompson, a screen on Harris. James with the bucket. He's got 12.
Oh, superb. Superb to get into this half of basketball form. That's 4 straight makes.
Drummond, a screen. Jackson passes to Gibson. Poked away. Now Cleveland moving it up. LeBron against Harris. LeBron drives in and finished off by LeBron.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, trying to find their rhythm. It's a chess match, a constant back and forth of in-game adjustments.
Loves check in for Laverne. So it's Detroit now, trailing by 10. Drummond the screen. Outside Jackson, and the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Gibson wide open. He shoots, and the shot falls short this time.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It's a pick by Love. LeBron kicks to Irving. There's the triple. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Pistons trail by 13. Outside Jackson. To the paint. Hale. Richardson covering. Ball's knocked loose. LeBron outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Cleveland shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Josh Richardson. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. The Pistons making a change here. Pondexter's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Kicks it to Richardson. One-on-one fast break. Here's Hale. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Cleveland leading by 14. Thompson dishes to Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Well, somebody needs to wake them up and tell them they need to put forth a much better effort on D if they want to get back in this one.
And Detroit has possession. Harris, right side. Now the pass to Hale. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jackson. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
Oh, well, this is the hard part. Once you give up momentum, very difficult to get it back.
For 3, Love. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
The other angle is up to their aggressiveness on drives. They have to create the contact, maybe live at the free throw line for a while.
And Detroit has possession. 19-point game. Feeds to Harris. The Pistons working the ball around now. Jackson against Irving. Here's Hale. Off target from three-point range.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Thompson. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Murray comes in for Irving. For Cleveland, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Now here's Johnson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Outside Jackson. Poked loose. Back to Johnson to end the run. Detroit, no good that time either.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, everybody goes through slumps. He can't let it get to him, though. Everyone makes mistakes on the floor. You just have to always be thinking about the next play.
Love, no luck. Detroit's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Johnson, the pass to Jackson. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Jackson's got 8 points. The Cavaliers leading by 20. And here is Murray. He averages about 5 points a game. Launches it. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Back to Thompson. He kicks to Murray. Dishes to Thompson. To the left wing for 3. Love buries it from three-point range. Love's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Cleveland. Johnson kicks to Jackson to the middle. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And guys, that's one of those records that always seemed to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's even sniffed that 55 rebound mark. I mean, heck, a lot of teams don't get 55 rebounds in a game, and Wilt's owned it since 1960.
More and more we're seeing some shorter guys play the center position, especially when they have vertical leaps like that.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Jackson missing again. The Cavaliers leading by 23. There's the feed to Love. Thompson sets the pick for Love. Back to Richardson. There's the triple. Detroit with the rebound. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Jackson. Jackson missing again. Cleveland's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7.
That's his first personal foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Thompson taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Cleveland making a change here. Collison's out there. And he can't hit the second. Detroit's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Pondexter dishes to Jackson. Shoots a 3. Pondexter no good. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
Well, no one is stepping up and making them beat them off the dribble. Until that happens, they'll continue to burn you from there.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
And they may have to address a number of things, including whether this is the right lineup.
Marcus Morris has checked in for Cleveland. And Detroit with a change here, too. Ingles is checked in. Collison kicks to Morris. Back to Collison. That shot off the mark. And Detroit the other way now. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Green, the screen. Outside Jackson. He dishes it to Green. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
You were shocked when he misses open shots like that. The D should be thanking their lucky stars right now.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
The Cavaliers have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Collison against Jackson. Now here is Harris. 9 points in the game so far. The dish to Johnson. Jackson in the corner. And just miss after miss right now.
Now, these are just terrible shots he's attempted right now. No reason whatsoever for this kind of horseplay.
It's a pick by Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Used the screen and took it all the way.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
You're right. They are precise in how they ran that play. Exceptional timing. That's all good stuff.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Harris. Shumpert passes to Collison. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Collison's got his first bucket of the night. Johnson against Shumpert. Here's Jackson. Good. Jackson's got 12.
Oh, you love when Jackson comes up with the floating J. The way he shoots, it makes it impossible for the D to do anything about it.
There's 45 seconds left in the third. Takes it from 10. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. He has 6.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Johnson from 8. Here's Drummond.
Well, that's the type of toughness that Drummond has. The D has no choice, no other choice, but to whack him when he's rising up from there.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
So he comes up empty at the line. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Love with the screen on Green. Off the screen. Hollis Jefferson passes to Love. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Love's got 14 points here in the second half.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Now Jackson. 3-pointer. And the miss. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Cleveland ahead, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Well, Cleveland shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Jared Dudley out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Brian Roberts. Then there's Quincy Pondexter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Dudley dishes to Drummond. Trying his luck deep. Dudley, no luck. To the inside, stolen by Dudley. Knocked away. And Laverne kicks to Splitter. Here's Roberts. He's covered by Murray. And it's off the back rim, no good.
You can tell that's the game plan on defense. They don't want to allow him to take many shots inside.
Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's selfish on his part to attempt that. Should have passed it back out and tried to get a better look.
Now here's Collison. Murray kicks to Morris. Clock at 6. Pass to Murray. Lets it go from deep. Cleveland the rebound. Outside Collison. Here's Murray. He feeds it to Splitter. Here's Laverne. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Pistons have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Drummond a screen. Passes it to Roberts. They set the pick. Kicks it to Pondexter. Dudley the pass to Roberts. With some art, he takes it up and lays it in.
Takes what the defense allows. Has that soft floater in his back pocket.
Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Inside. Splitter, that's good.
Not really nice there. Poor technique on the screen, but savvy scoring move to save that trip down the floor.
For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Drummond a screen. And Roberts has it in the corner. Here's Dudley. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Pistons, Jared Dudley. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Taj Gibson's checked in for Detroit. And the second free throw, good. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Morris outside. Here's Splitter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Pistons shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Pondexter no good. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Collison with it. Six on the shot clock. There's the pass to Morris. Splitter, that's good. Splitter's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Gibson with the screen on Morris. Here's Pondexter. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Heads up aggressive move. The smaller man on him takes him right to the rim.
And here is Murray. Feeds to Collison. He kicks it to Splitter. In the corner, it's Morris. Laverne trying to break free. That 3 off the mark. The Pistons shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Dudley, no luck.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. A drive by Collison. Laverne dishes to Murray. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Roberts. He's covered by Murray. Doubled by Collison. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul. At the line of the Pistons, Brian Roberts.
First one falls for him.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Now here's Laverne. He's tightly guarded. Splitter misses.
He can hit that fadeaway shot, but with the D on him, you can't blame him for attempting that shot.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Collison kicks to Laverne. Morris a screen. Shot from the top of the key. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
You really admire how fierce Morris is on the glass. He never gives up on keeping the next possession alive.
And Roberts kicks to Gibson. They set the pick. And again, it's the Pistons missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Detroit's gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Now here's Murray. Morris outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
He's feeling it this half. Total turnaround after a rough first half.
And for the Pistons, they're shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. There's the screen. Jacks up a 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
He could not have been more wide open. I'm sure he's kicking himself for missing out.
Picked off in midair. He's covered by Collison. And here's Dudley for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Smart decision to kick the ball out as the defense collapses inside.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Murray the pass to Splitter. Collison dishes to Laverne. Pass to Murray. From outside the arc. And another three for Cleveland.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Pistons shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Gibson the screen. Here's Pondexter. Splitter covering. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Oh, his shot hasn't been going in, and they will probably have to look for someone else to step up and provide.
And Morris throws it down.
Oh, I love to see the selfishness from Collison. Really rips the ball over to the open man quickly.
And Detroit has possession. Here's Roberts. Gibson the screen. And Roberts kicks to Dudley. Lays it up and banks it in. Dudley's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Timeout. Timeout.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
They are throwing the ball away at an alarming rate. And I'm sure that's what they're discussing right now, those turnovers. They have to take care of the basketball, value each possession.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for Laverne. Splitter sets a screen. Collison the pass to Splitter. Here's Ingles, guarded by Shumpert. Here's Roberts, got a piece of it. Now Murray. Outside Collison. Morris outside, looking for Splitter. He gets it there. Wide open look here for Murray. No good on the three.
His offense remains mostly absent, but he still has been a team player in helping get them the lead.
Pondexter, no good.
He hit a three in the first half. Now he's searching for his first outside shot in the second half.
Splitter sets a screen. Collison with it. Dishes it to Morris. Here's Murray. And another miss by Cleveland. The Pistons shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Pondexter kicks to Gibson. And Shumpert pulls it down.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
Well, that's just a stupendous effort by him right there. He stopped him dead in his tracks.
And the Pistons making a change here. Dudley's checked in. And, well, Detroit shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth. Roberts dishes to Pondexter. Green, the screen. Pondexter, no good. The Cavaliers shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Splitter passes to Murray. Splitter sets a screen. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Nice feed and close, right to where his teammate needed it.
And it's Detroit's ball. Here's Roberts. That's tipped. And here's Collison. And Shumpert kicks to Splitter. The kick out to Collison. Here's Murray. The shot's good. Collison making the play.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Love.
he was just impossible to keep up with offensively. He was the key for them playing at such a high level and at such a great pace. No matter what kind of D they threw at him, he found a way to keep putting the ball in the bucket.
Here's Murray after the basket by Detroit. Down low. Splitter, that's good.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
No, that's the nail in the coffin. Call it a game.
The Pistons on offense. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Dudley's shot is good.
Great execution gives him a makeable shot. He's working hard out there.
Now here's Murray. Morris right side. And Morris throws it down.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
Well, look, you always want to give your all for your home crowd, and so far, they have done just that.
So it's Detroit now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Pondexter dishes to Green. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Now here's Murray. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. On deep. Rebounded by Dudley. Now Pondexter. Here's Roberts. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what did you pick up defensively that allowed you to win this game?
I mean, well, they broke us down still off the bounce. We want to do a better job of trying to keep our chest in front of them, but we did a really good job of contesting their shots, and it allowed us to get on the boards and get rebounds.
No rebounds, no rings. Congrats, LeBron. Thanks. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Love. What a monster third quarter from him. Pushing the action, dictating the pace, key elements that really affected the outcome of this game.
Very solid from the floor tonight. Hit on over half of his shot attempts, so he was able to push the action but still be efficient. The team rode that effort all the way to the bank.
What a huge lift he got from the crowd tonight. There's nothing those fans love more than to seeing this guy get hot. And he was so hot, I got to get up right now, Ernie. My seat is hot. Oh.
And that is a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. See you again soon.